in the draft. The smart lefty Augie Ge will be by his side. The youngster CJ Klinger will get us started, and there's Jack Sock. Let's play pickleball. Just get that the heck on out of here, young man.
JW came to play. He let CJ know that you cannot speed it up to my forehand.
Off the tape and in.
Yeah, leg court goes Augie's way. Now the flasher hitting into the wind. We got some wind today with all the weather.
And so that you're going to have a harder time with your drops, with your resets with that, and it is blowing sort of diagonally across the court, but definitely into Augie and J-Dub's face.
Nice shot by CJ, keeping it away from J-Dub, seeing how Augie would do with that reaction.
Yeah, southpaw and southpaw crime there. CJ with the initial take, but again, J-Dub is not the place to go.
No, you want to stay as far as away from J-Dub's side.
And not hitting the ball is an important skill, Dill.
That is.
3 up here early. Dallas Flash got to choose everything, so they chose to put the men out, and rocket of a serve from Sock off the line. They've got a lead. And a lob of a serve, get caught in that wind that is picking up, and took it well deep.
Yeah, if you are at home watching J-Dub and you see him get in trouble, you're going to see him place a ball right above the proton in the middle of the court, just so that he can reset the point, get the dink rally going.
Side out, .5.
So a miss from both teams on the left side of the court. Augie in front of Jack. We're tied at 5.
Point.
I think that just caught, and there are about 400 set of eyeballs that they could look at that would be pro Flash that didn't tell him not to. And boy, what a soft serve after the error on the last one. CJ coming in and poking the flick wizard.
Yeah, that has not gone well for him so far in this match.
Little high from CJ. Augie takes care of that.
7-6.
Took 3 tries, but Sock's got a lively arm.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be feeding overheads to Jack Sock. He does a phenomenal job of putting it away.
And Jack surprises with the cross court all the way to the left hip of J-Dub. What a shot.
Yeah, usually you want to leave that because that's usually going out.
Jack went back to that same shot, so we'll see if that maintains its presence in the game plan. And we got snowmen in Dallas in November.
Jack trying to go for a little bit too much there.
I love the take, just gotta make it.
Lots of speed ups and hands battles to start the first half of this match. It's even.
Oh my.
Side out, point 10.
Yeah, you return to Jack. That is the risky run, and CJ is actually a good mover and poacher, but shanked that one.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough play with the wind in your face. A fadeaway lob against these two is going to end like this one did.
10-10.
Jack overrunning it, hitting a backhand. Augie went behind him a little bit and caught him off guard.
11-10.
The Hustlers have done a pretty good job of keeping the crowd out of it. We'll see how much the crowd can get into it as this match carries on.
Yeah, CJ's gotten in trouble a few times sticking his paddle in there and not being able to get the ball to bounce. And we got signs galore. They got the magic markers and the paperboard out, so we're going to get a good look at a bunch of those from the flash mob.
Timeout changes. 13-11 Dallas flash.
Jack
got tagged, so it is the Flash that hold a 2-point lead.
Fans in Dallas, then Utah fans in Utah. I think this rivals it.
All right, so Dill's throwing down Utah. Did you hear that? We'll see when we get to Utah next.
13-11.
The question is will they inspire them to a victory? CJ got a ball that was up, just didn't make it. This is the first of a best-of-3 series of matches. This is the only one that'll be played today.
14-11.
2 tomorrow if it goes all the way to a third and decider.
High speed up off the bounce. It was a little bit too low for Augie, but Flash are doing a great job of moving the Hustlers around the kitchen.
I think that caught, so just stays in, and the dinks are going to fly a little more off the paddles of the Flash, so the ball's out of the air will be there for the Hustlers. Wow, great hands from
CJ does a great job of taking that ball, just not finishing it. And so giving Augie and J-Dub another chance to play.
Great defense of the ATP, but can't come up with the next one, much to the crowd's delight. And I know we're perched high above, but we are outside, not protected, so I'm sure you can hear the wind in our microphones. So that is an added element here for the rest of this individual game and the whole match.
Side out point 14.
Augie giving it back to them. Would have liked to see him put that back on the ground. He was reaching a little bit too much for that.
Side out point 17.
That was a great first stink, and then Jack didn't follow it to where it went, and can't come up with the next one after getting J-Dub out of position.
Side out point 15.
Boy, the Dallas is letting them hang around here.
I know, that's not good for Dallas. They would like to finish this fairly quickly.
Oh, what a power punch from Jack Sock right there. They're within one.
16, 17.
Speed up. But Klinger's got to put these shake and bakes away.
I know. CJ's getting so many good looks at these balls. He's just
18, 16.
putting it right into the paddle of the Flash.
Doesn't Ernie a lot, and I love that he did right there. The Wizard jumps the kitchen and hits the winner on the Ernie.
Look at this athleticism by JW, setting it up perfectly. Start putting balls away. They got great looks.
Just comes up short. Underrated hands of Augie Ge shown right there, because Jack walloped a couple at him and he had him right back. So let's see if they can score and serve and pull within one.
Side out point 20.
Yeah, CJ giving it back to them.
2017.
And that just took off.
Yeah, it seems to be the story of the Hustlers for this game one is they've hung around, but they haven't really taken the step into playoff pickleball, raising their level. They've just kind of kept it nice and even keel and just giving points to the Flash.
And that stays in from Augie Ge, 22-17.
You get a smile from J-Dub, fist pump to the crowd. Augie's feeling good. He's had a couple great resets, great counter.
22-17.
Great finishing shot there from Jack Sock. So it is GO time for the Hustlers.
18-22.
Yeah, Jack's doing a great job setting up CJ. CJ just isn't finishing off the points.
Yeah, because that was a wildly short return that just sat up and Jack pummeled it. Wow, what a get. And ATP was set up, and Augie Ge pounces on it, and we are at game point #1 for Dallas. Again, when they played in DC, and that was several months ago, it was the dudes from the Hustlers that won by 2.
24-18.
Augie had it. Jack left it high.
So they stave off 1, and remember, that's when they're locked in. Must win on serve, so the Flash cannot win a point here.
CJ's just not putting balls away right now.
There's another one up at the shoulders.
Yeah, just right into Augie's paddle.
Second try for Dallas.
24-19.
So flip the script from DC. The Flash Mob celebrates as the men get him off and running with a big victory. 1-0 Dallas. We'll have the ladies on the court when we come back. This is the MLP playoffs, of course, which is what you want to do. So here we go. Ladies, next up, let's play pickleball. Off the tape wide, and Hurricane Tyra Black has been playing some awesome women's doubles with Elise Jones over the past several tournaments.
Yeah, they had an incredible match in Virginia Beach. Doing a great job keeping the ball on the ground, not really letting the wind be a factor, and having their paddles ready for the counters.
Switcheroo, we're still going. Wow, Lea knows she got away with something. She went half speed, changed her mind mid-swing, and got the ball back. I don't know how.
Yeah, that was an incredible shot by Lea.
Would you rather be into the wind or have it at your back in doubles?
I like hitting into the wind just for drives, and so I know with Lea driving the ball, that's usually a great shot by her. And you get unforced errors just like that from Tyra.
Not a clean volley there at all for Tyra as we take a look. South Florida 23rd overall pick. Just catches the line on that volley.
Flash are reaching in a lot at the start of this match. They're not letting balls bounce on their side and really being offensive.
2-4.
What a get from Tyra. We're still going. And it's Jackie Kawamoto who makes the error.
Yeah, that's unusual from Jackie, but what a point. Both teams doing a great job resetting the ball from the midcourt, getting up to the line.
That might make it. Oh, just comes up short.
Jackie was on a mission that point.
Make up for the miss on the one up prior. And yesterday people were struggling with the ATPs, but that's several in a row that have been money for the Flash.
Yeah, that is the fourth one today for the Flash. And Hustler's done a good job defending it, usually, but not that time. Tyra taking it out of the air and flicking the ball. That's a great shot. She went to Lea's right shoulder. Lea tried the scorpion it, but it did not work. Jackie did a great job being offensive right there.
So nobody's been able to get any lead of note here. Can the Hustlers get a couple while serving? Great get from Lea. Can't get the next one though, as it was relentless pressure. Got to get that ball to bounce, couldn't do it. And if indeed they're on the better side, that being the Hustlers, you would certainly like to take a lead to the end switch. We'll see who gets the 13 first.
Almost phenomenal reset by Jorja there. Almost clipped the tape and went right over.
7-6.
It really seems like the Hustlers are trying to get at the Tyra, but Tyra's doing a phenomenal job of just staying offensive, not letting anything rattle her.
Yet to see a Kawamoto lob in one of these exchanges. Oh, Tyra just can't get there.
Yeah, it really seems like Lea is comfortable dinking to the inside foot of Tyra in that exchange, and Jackie was there to clean up the high ball.
There's the lob. Cannot make the ball in the midcourt.
Tyra's doing a great job of reaching in with that backhand flick to keep them back.
Great
shot by Tyra. Great put away.
Nice complimentary pickleball, and this is a match that seems like it's got to be a must-win for the Hustlers, because J-Dub and Jorja are lurking, and they can play them against whichever team they want. Great finishing power from Lea right there.
Nine-10.
Some players take big swings to put the ball away. Not a requirement for Miss Black.
No, she just leaves it right there and just accelerates through it with little to no backswing. Tyra's playing really well here. She's on every speed up. She's seeing the ball incredibly well.
12-9.
Lea and Jackie are playing really well. They just can't seem to break through.
That'll probably take off, and it does.
Yeah, the wind carried that one just barely out, but Lea called off Jackie.
10-12.
They grind out a miss from Jorja, and within one, boy, would they love to steal the next 2 points and switch with even a 1-point lead.
11-12.
Get the same miss, and we are knotted at 12. We will switch ends after this point, no matter who wins.
Yeah, it looks like Lea and Jackie have changed it just a little bit, going to Jorja's inside foot a little bit away from Tyra, who's been playing phenomenal this match so far.
12-12.
Oh, no, and a sort of wild inside-out miss from Jorja there, and I'm sure the ball was being pulled away from her because of the wind. So we will switch ends, and that is a big deal today. Hustlers up 1.
Yeah, Lea was on a mission there.
Looking to knot this battle up at 1 and then get to the mixed. What a great get from Tyra. And Tyra Black have a moment. Category 5 right there.
All the cowbells are going loud here in Dallas. What a get by Tyra.
And then gets the counter and puts it away.
14-16.
Go wide, and Jackie was on the attack, but they got it back over and over again.
Big come on from Jorja. She's starting to assert herself into this match.
Ball just died on Lea.
Yeah, that was a weird bounce. But you're seeing some more emotion from Jorja, which is pretty usual between Jorja and JW. JW doesn't show as much as emotion as Jorja. Put away by Lea, leaving it high to the back end. Lea Jansen's not the best idea.
So they inch back in front, up 1. Again, controlling of the dinks on the end that the Hustlers are now. It is going to carry if you don't hit it clean.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Lea go after Jorja a little bit on the dink exchanges. Tyra's done a great job of being able to create offensive shots.
And now it's Dallas up 1.
18-17.
Same exact miss on the other side, so back and forth we go. Breeders' Cup weekend. We've got quite the horse race here in this ladies' match.
Unusual miss by Tyra for this game. She hasn't made many unforced errors.
19-18.
Jackie's there. Lea's there. That might sail. That's staying in. Fight their way to the kitchen, and oh my goodness, they got a sitter fed to them, and the hardest shot of the rally was 10 seconds ago. That was a baby ready to just, oh my, what a miss.
Even pros miss the easy ones. And so if you're an amateur, you're like, I never see pros miss the easy ones. Well, Lea Jansen just gave you a video for it.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice to get that on the very next rally. So
not twice.
Just pull those demons away, because you can think about that one for a while if you don't get another put away. 2019 Hustlers.
By Lea.
And they find that same spot that got them a few points at the end when they were on the other side, the left foot of Jorja Johnson.
Yeah, if I'm the Hustlers, I'm noticing that, and I'm going for that left foot because you've gotten 4 points off of it.
Lea cannot put it back there, so they give it back on a miss.
No one seems to want to pull ahead, Dave.
No. Down the stretch, they're neck and neck. Wow, full swing from Jackie, catches the net. Tied at 22, timeout Hustlers. Looking for the flash, but right now those numbers are tied. Wow, and a low attack, and I'm sure they talked about Tyra help out with that ball near Jorja's foot if you can get in there.
Absolutely, that was a little too low for Tyra. Running, a little unbalanced.
Well, that was 5 feet out. Will it matter? It will not. 22 apiece.
Jorja did a great job of protecting her left foot and then getting some offense against Jackie, ultimately creating the error.
Jorja turns offense to defense. They've got the lead.
Almost the exact same point as the point before. Jorja creating offense against Jackie. Jackie missing in the middle of the net.
And a miss on a block, and we are at game point for the Flash and a 2-0 lead.
24-22.
All right, they don't get it done there. Huge response from New York. Again, must win on your serve, so this cannot end it if the Hustlers win this rally. Wow, and a miss, and it's going to be extra time here, Dill.
Yeah, Jackie did a great job of getting that on the ground, creating an unforced error from Tyra, just reaching a little bit too far in.
24-24.
Great combo started by Lea. It is New York with a chance now to even the series. Ed is asking, do you want a timeout? This is one of the toughest places to be as a GM, and he gets pushed back to the bench.
Jorja and Tyra said, no, it's okay.
Someone's going to be right here. And it was Ed that was right. And the Hustlers save a game point against and win it 26-24. We're one apiece, baby. Mixed doubles coming up next.
Between the New York Hustlers and the Dallas Flash. What a gutsy performance there by Lea Jansen and Jackie Kawamoto, as we welcome you back to the desk alongside Matt Manassi. I'm Michelle McMahon. You were surprised by that comeback. Why, Matt?
I mean, they had a match point. Hurricane Tyra and Jorja Johnson, normally so solid in crunch time, but credit to the Hustlers for escaping that. And now tied 1-1 going to mix. Anything can happen now.
However, Dallas does have that 3 seed, which gives them the advantage when it comes to reacting to mix. They get to pick the matchups, and they also have the sibling duo of Jorja Johnson and JW Johnson. So, Matt, I know you're about to get the text on matchups.
I did just get it. I will. One small point. It is very windy out there.
Yeah.
Not like it's been the last couple of days, and then we were inside earlier. That's made a lot of these players miss a lot of easy dinks. We've seen some weird shots out there. That's going to continue. So you may see some weird results because of that.
All right.
But
give us the matchups.
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
CJ Klinger, Jackie Kawamoto versus Augie Ge and Tyra Hurricane Black.
Okay, now why do you think New York went with that duo first?
That's a very confusing one because I thought they would put out their hot hand, which was Jack Sock. I thought he played better in the gender doubles, in the men's doubles. I thought CJ, because the wind was a little off, I'm not totally sure why, but I like the matchup. Obviously, CJ's going to try to do his thing and take a 2-1 lead here.
Maybe they would have went with Jack Sock first had they gone down 2-0 in this series, but now it's anyone's match, and we send it back over to Dave Fleming and Dylan Seeger for the rest of this one. Guys, what do you think about the mixed doubles matchup?
I think it's different, Michelle. So this is not what we had when they played in D.C., and that is Dallas's choice here. So
absolutely, we got Southpaw against Southpaw, and it's gonna be fun. I know Augie and Tyra are a phenomenal mixed doubles team. That's actually how we discovered Augie, was him playing with Tyra earlier in the year on the PPA tour.
All right, first of 2 mixed matches. Let's play pickleball. CJ all over the place, still having problems putting the ball away. It took 3 that time.
Yeah, CJ does a phenomenal job of keeping his left hand just in the middle. He's always just there. He has a great first step.
I feel like he gets taller every time I see him, too.
Point.
Speeds it up at Tyra 2-0. And again, Dallas got to choose to play this team. They got to choose to put the dudes out first. They got to choose this mixed matchup. That was the benefit of having a terrific regular season.
Side out, point 1.
Yeah, Jackie won't miss too many of those drops in this. Just a nice little adjustment from going from women's to mixed.
Side out, point
Great
3.
attack from Jackie Kawamoto. She will not be playing in the Carvana PPA Tour part of this at the Lapiplasty World Championship. She works for the NCAA. She's on duty.
Yeah, she's going to be working the women's soccer
Side out, point 2.
national championship in Cary.
And you want to talk about a blunder on the pitch. There it was. What on earth happened there? No communication. Ball bounces between them. We got to talk, folks.
2-3.
Routine dink missed wide.
Yeah, just pushed that one wide. Not a good miss by CJ.
3-3.
And carried that one for Jackie.
You don't hit that return clean on that end, it is gone.
4-3. Side out, point 4.
It's errors plenty here, tied at 4.
4-4.
Jackie has been terrific in the middle of the court here today in women's and now in mixed.
Yeah, she's really allowed her partners to
5-4.
come in and poach and put balls away. There CJ is again.
Point.
Much better that time, all over it, 6-4.
6-4. Football, right foot. Side out, point 5.
And CJ's like, I don't think I was. They could challenge this. They get 3 of them. They choose not
It's
to.
a little early for that.
Yeah,
type
but
of
you
challenge.
get 3 for the
Yeah.
whole
5
match
seconds.
as a team. See if the truck can pull that up for us. Howard and Onisha are money in the bank, so I bet you he was. Great
Side
job
out,
from
point
CJ
7.
there, and we're going to take a look at it.
7-5.
Yeah, looks
Yep,
like he's
right.
pushed off
Yep.
on it.
On the right foot. Oh, what a lob, but Tyra still gets back there. Unbelievable. And Augie can't help bail her out.
Swing.
Come on,
run
Augie.
back. Come on, Augie. Tyra did all the hard work running back there, getting it. Great
8-5.
lob in the wind.
Oh, waving the Cobra like his partner Jack Sock is AJ Klinger. And there's CJ, set up by Jackie Kawamoto, who is playing some beautiful pickleball here.
Yes, he
Time in.
forehand attack,
5.
and on that last one, clearly frustrated Tyra by getting her with the tag.
Side out, point 6.
Good time.
Timeout in that. Yeah, and then get a just ugly miss from one of the most consistent players in the game.
6-10.
Two unforced errors from Jackie. That's very uncharacteristic. So I don't expect to have too many more of those.
7-10.
Three errors in a row coming out of the timeout that was called at 5-10.
8-10. Side out, point 11.
Great offense by the Hustlers. Bouncing back. Really like to see them keep that up. And another
11-8.
quick two. Get to the end change.
Just chaos off the tape. We got shenanigans from CJ there, but he threw it over and got a miss, and they get to 12. And this is a big opportunity, a 5-point lead with the well that Jackie and CJ are playing. That might be too much to overcome.
Side out, point 9.
Not a good speed up by Jackie.
No.
A little
9-12.
too low.
I mean, look at these. Angle me much. CJ Klinger playing terrific here. So the lead is indeed 4 at the switch. And Dill, it's best 2 out of 3 in the series here. And when you've got the chance to sort of put some bulletin board material up there as we watch CJ take over, the Hustlers were told, we don't think you're the better team of those that qualified. Think they talked about that?
I think they probably talked about it. Mike Wolf probably mentioned that in their pre-match meeting. But, I mean, CJ Klinger has just been an absolute game changer in this. And so he definitely bounced back from men's. He has probably one of the fastest first steps to cover the middle. He goes from he goes from the mid-court to the kitchen to cover in almost just a blink of an eye. And so he has been the difference maker in this match so far.
Yeah, and to foreshadow ahead for the Lapiplasty World Championships, can't wait to see him and Q are playing men's doubles together. We're going to see Q a little later on in the other quarterfinal matchup as a member of the Texas Ranchers. And Howard's not taking anything. Let's go. Get yourselves onto the 20x44 and let's play ball.
Telling Jack to go sit down, go back to the bench.
Time in, 13-9.
A couple unforced errors from Jackie.
Yeah, I think she's like, CJ, how on earth do you not take that?
Yeah. CJ's doing such a good job.
10-13.
And it came off his paddle. I'm stunned that got to Jackie.
Side out, point 14.
That one he took was even farther over than the prior one, so learned his lesson quickly there. 14-10. Great reset. And we have not called Augie's name much at all in this match.
Augie has been pretty silent. It's been a lot of the Hustlers, and
11-14.
Tyra's done a great job of flicking and trying to keep CJ at bay.
What a shot from Hurricane Tyra Black. Blows it past CJ. Catches the line with the wind at her back.
Yeah, it looked like she was going for the drop, then saw a little bit of space and hit her target.
And now it's Augie that's trying to jump in there. They have certainly targeted Tyra when at the kitchen.
Yeah, Augie has to get himself a little bit more involved.
15-12.
Great 1-2 combo platter for CJ, and they get the big lead back. There's a good look at that. Loads it up off the two-handed backhand and then has the forehand ready. Textbook. Oh, Tyra. Tough break off the tape there. As it looked like they were going to drop another one, but the flash prevail. And the width of this court, a very wide center court, and grandstand's even bigger, so we're going to have some crazy gets on that side.
Yeah, the pros will use the whole width and length of the court. There we go, Augie asserting himself.
Yeah, CJ hit a drive that was going to go off the video board behind him.
14-16.
For Augie, they're within one. Flash mob led by Jorja Johnson. Boulevard just ready to absolutely rock. It is going to be fun here in Dallas. If you're nearby, you got to come see this. Wow, so defend, and then she retreated a little bit and paid the price.
Yeah, Augie's doing a great job of getting more involved, but that offense from the Hustlers were a little bit too much for the Flash.
Off the tape, but designs can influence a decision, and that ball is out. So all those people with the lightning bolts on their gear are going to be sad when we come back to play. And kudos to CJ and Jackie playing a really solid front to back game so far, but you got to finish. Here we go,
After review, the alcohol stands. Dallas is charged a free video challenge. You have 2 free challenges remaining. New York has 3 free challenges remaining. Resume play with New York serving 18-15.
Appreciate that, Howard Hepworth and all our referees. Can't thank them enough for the work they do for us. Can't do it without them. So here we go, 18-15 as we resume play. Gets another one back out of nowhere. And they win the rally. Will that be the difference? Roars of approval from the crowd.
Augie getting the crowd more involved, pumping his arms. Big come on from Tyra. Just what the crowd needed to get more involved.
16-18.
Wow, Augie not ready at the paddle side hip, and Jackie destroys it at him. And that shut the crowd up quickly.
Jackie quiets the crowd.
19-16.
Jackie had multiple chances to pull the trigger on high dinks.
And first one Augie got, he put away. Jackie wasn't quite ready for that one.
17-19.
A little too vicious from CJ right there.
There's no need. We saw a lot of that in the men's match, and they paid the price.
18-19.
Been much more diligent in his choices. And another drive, and we're tied at 19.
Welcome to the playoffs, Augie. It's been a little bit in this match. That was a heat check.
Dear heaven, sir.
Both southpaws feeling ambitious these last few points.
20-19.
Great shot by Tyra. Just staying with it, keeping her paddle ready. CJ has to do a better job of getting that ball down, getting it to bounce.
20-20.
That goes wide, so CJ wins that heads-up battle, 21-20.
Another ATP by the Flash.
Jackie gave it up, and Tyra took advantage. It's just one at a time right now.
21-21.
Augie can't come up with it. Right back we go.
Jackie hit a ball that was hitting the LED board, and
22-21.
Augie missed it in the bottom of the net.
Hustlers cannot get anything done while serving. Back we go to the other side. 22 all.
(22-22).
Balance grab from Klinger goes deep, and finally somebody wins a point on serve. It's the Flash.
23-22.
That catches. Exposes the right side of the court, and Augie takes it, and we are at game point.
Yeah, I would like to see CJ do a little bit more with that ball. Hit it right into Augie's paddle. Augie was ready for it.
24-22.
And in a flash, after trailing 10-5 early, Dallas comes all the way back. They win the mixed one, number one, 25-22. And all they have left is to send the number 2 mixed doubles team in the world out to close it. Will the Johnson siblings be up for the air? This is a party here in Brookhaven. Let's play pickleball.
Wow. Great scorpion to put away from Jack.
One zero. Point.
I think that got in the jet stream and did carry deep. 2-0.
2-0. Point.
To return unforced errors from the flash. I'm sure that's not what they thought would be happening right now.
3-0.
But in rally scoring, they can make that up very quickly.
Side out, point one.
Jack got the ball he wanted, just a little bit too low.
Because J-Dub was definitely cheating middle.
1-3. Side out,
Great
point
put away by
four.
Lea. JW leaving a little bit high with the wind behind him.
Four one.
And that is beautiful filth from Jack Sock right there.
Looks like he's going to speed it up, and then with the buttery soft hands goes behind JW. JW just couldn't do anything else but watch.
Man, what a handle from that rocket from Jack by Jorja.
Two five.
And Jack says, don't you even think about taking it down my line.
Yeah, I really like this exchange from the Hustlers. Lea dinking cross court to Jorja. It got JW a little bit too anxious, creeping over a little bit too much.
Wow, and Lea's there in the middle. Jack thought they got beat as a team, and she was right there. And Jack's like, don't drop shot me. I'm all over this.
Yeah, Jack and Lea are playing really well right now.
Wow. Oh, my. Surprised this entire building with the backhand attack off the bounce and then wasn't ready for the next one.
3-7.
Oh, my. That still somehow went over, just wide, but that's the layup ATP you love to get when it kisses off the tape and just keeps going wider. And great job by Lea. Just let it travel and then rock it.
8-3.
Wow. Has a pickleball ever been hit harder? Jack hammer.
I mean, that was absolutely crushed by Jack Sock. He just let it rip right at JW. You don't see JW just stunned off of a drive too often.
Point.
Again, antsy J-Dub trying to protect that left foot of Jorja, but that is not how to protect it. Don't give out the passcode to your alarm system, J-Dub. 10-3. Wow, sock comes flying in there to get a highlight reel point in the hands of the Johnsons. Say, not right now.
Yeah, this has been a great start for the Hustlers, keeping this cross-court dink exchange between Lea and Jorja. Another unforced error by Jorja.
11-4.
2 points away from an end change.
And that stays on the other side, and we have an 8-point lead. J-Dub and Jorja sent out to close the door, and this door couldn't be more wide open.
Side out, point 5.
Yeah, that's not the spot.
No, just that's the discipline strategically. Just stay in what's working so well, the cross court with Jorja.
5-12.
And Lea up to the task, right back, and 13-5. The first half of this match, can they do it? What a performance so far. And another drive.
Everything is going the Hustlers' way. If JW can't defend Jack Sock's drives, then this will be another quick half.
And a little no look inside out, and J-Dub is befuddled. The flick wizard has none of his sorcery.
He has no magic right now, and Jack seems to have all of it.
15-5. There is not a number missing on that scoreboard, folks.
Point.
Loads it up again at J-Dub, 16-5, and the flash mob feels like it's vanished.
They're speechless. There's no electricity in the stadium right now.
Side out, point 6.
Can they get a run after the missed third from Lea?
16.
Fantastic response there with a great return down the line. J-Dub eaten up by that.
17-6.
Something you don't usually say every day.
Oh my, how good that drop in next to fifth were insane. Now do they win the rally? Oh my.
Side out, point 7.
I mean, you want Showtime Jack because he is invested in this, playing terrific. I'd want him jumping that corner every time.
7-17.
And
Side out, point
you win a
18.
point whether you do something flashy or just let it go.
Yeah, great lead by the Hustlers.
And another just absolute missile from Jack.
I don't know if
8-19.
The wind holds that in.
Almost the double jit here for the Dallas Flash.
That's a great return because that looked like that serve was going deep.
$29.
short angle put away in the game of pickleball right there.
Yeah, I think that's the first winner J-Dub has hit this entire match. He is
Just
not
let that
playing
settle
well.
in for a second. Great take from Jack there.
Out, point 21.
Yeah, anything you can do, I can do better, Jack says.
Jack's like, I want that ball. He will not get to keep it, though. It is under the shrubberies, so 21-10.
Here we go. 21-10.
And
Side out, point 11.
that ball,
Too hot of a serve from Jack.
that's why I wanted the other ball. I would have gone crawling underneath the shrubberies if I had this kind of lead. Look out.
Side out, point 22.
Yeah, everything's going the Hustlers' way in this mixed match.
Now it is C.J.
22 and
Klinger
11.
is going to make a run and maybe hit some singles. Ooh,
Side out,
just
point
hits the
12.
top of the tape there.
Uncharacteristic miss from Jack in this
12,
game.
22.
I mean, Lea was unbelievably patient there, then obviously gets the credit of a ball off the tape that catches J-Dub, but just not getting out of the pattern. So smart. Another missed serve for
Side out,
Jack.
point 13.
Yeah, great discipline from Lea on the point before.
That serve's going to come in handy if we
13,
do
23.
indeed cash in a dream breaker, which we're 3 points away from ensuring. And that ball is so far out, and that tells you how out of sorts J-Dub is. To play that ball is stunning.
They were going to lose that ball in the shrubbery.
Game point, and that sails deep. And you want to talk about getting tap danced on. That is what the Hustlers just did to the Flash. It's time to go dreaming. The question is, who's going to take it? We'll find out the matchups. The Hustlers are looking good here in Dallas.
Yeah, Jack gets some great singles practice down there in Charlotte, North Carolina with his Charlotte crew and Colin Schick, Eric Roddy, and Buckner.
Side out, point 1. One.
What a shot from J-Dub off a very good return from Jack.
No emotion from J-Dub. He's just locked in, ready to go.
Yeah, this is redemption
2-1.
for the mixed, just throttling. Oh no, and Jack misses a high backhand. Great start for Jack, poor finish, 3 in a row for J-Dub, and that lifts the spirits of this entire mob.
3-1.
Great drop from Augie right there.
An almost impossible drop shot.
4-1.
And 5 straight for the Flash dudes.
Everything going right for the Flash right now.
5-1. Side out,
Great
point
return
2.
from CJ cross court. Changing up the pattern a little bit. He's gone to Augie's backhand a couple
2-5.
times.
Misses that wide, had half the court, but couldn't find it. Pressure is on Lea, and it is indeed Tyra that comes out.
6-2.
That goes wide.
Lea, being one of the top 5 girls in women's singles, has the advantage, but Tyra is a phenomenal singles player in her own right.
Off the tape and in.
Lea's not sorry. Didn't even give
No, didn't even look back. Just give me the ball. It's my serve. 4-6. We'll switch ends at 11, and that is a factor today with the wind. Smart from Tyra. Expose the weaker side. As Jorja, she'll be up next.
7-4.
Oh my goodness, what a get from Tyra, but Lea is there. Again, we talked about how wide these courts are. It's going to create some unbelievable gets. This is another one, but too good from Lea to not give up herself on that point.
Lea was surprised she got there.
Wow, Jackie with a very poor drop shot, but got away with it because Jorja couldn't find the court. They're within 1.
6-7.
Yeah, great approach shot by Jorja.
Eight-6.
Jackie setting her point up nicely, getting deep to Jorja's backhand, and snapping it off for a good put away.
7-8.
So the lead is 2. Sis to brother handoff here. We go back to the top of the order. And we need more cowbell.
9-7.
That's in. Oh my goodness. Jack with the stab and the backspin into the net, and that's his point. Chef's kiss for Sock. J-Dub can't believe it.
Jack to the open court, sets it up nicely, rolling it to JW's backhand.
And nothing has been solved. 9-9.
9-9.
And clean winner off that forehand, and Jack is looking to take 4 in a row.
Jack is just rifling his serve and then ripping his forehand to the open court.
And that's deep, so Jack runs 4 straight and gets his team the lead. They will give up the wind, and in singles, I like to have the wind at my back.
Yeah, it's you're able to put a little bit more pressure on your opponent when you're with the wind. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the Hustlers adjust their game, because hitting with the wind definitely suits them.
So what a response there. We had a nice run from Lea, then Jackie after the fellas got the flash off to a good start. So here we go. CJ will serve it up 2 again to 21, not 25 in the Dream Breaker.
11-9.
That sails deep. The lead has stretched to 3.
12-9.
That's great from Augie Ge right there.
Yeah, Augie's been playing really good singles today.
10-12.
Awesome return, not an awesome volley. Augie can tie it up right here. But not on CJ's watch.
Yeah, great backhand punch from him right up the line. Like to see Augie do a little bit of an off speed, get that little bit lower at CJ's feet.
13-11.
Miss return.
$14-11.
And that's the way you snap off a volley.
Yeah.
15-11.
Great shot by Lea, keeping Tyra back.
15-11. Point.
And that is wide on the sitter, and Lea has a chance to run the table herself here.
8 points from Lea and Jack would be big.
That is not a good swing there, but great 3-1 performance for Lea Jansen. Okay, Jorja, you want to make up for that mixed match. Here's your chance.
Yeah, the crowd's getting behind Jorja. They can definitely feel like this is a make or break moment.
12-16. Point. $13-16.
What a shot from Jackie. She's got all the flash mob on her, and she throws that dart. Wow.
What a backhand roll.
17-13.
Huge opportunity for Jorja to go 3-1 and get her brother within 2.
14-17.
Oh, she tried to come flying in from the back court, but got way too much of it. So Jack Sock took 4 last time. He only needs 3 here to give his team a match win. Can he deliver it?
18-14.
What a volley from J-Dub right on the line.
A rare backhand third drive
Exactly.
from Jack.
That's how good the return was. He couldn't run around it.
18.
First 2. Go to J-Dub.
Jack is personally delivering that ball to JW.
He just had a big sprint across the court, a little gamesmanship, and they're going to call timeout as well.
Yeah, big timeout, only up to see their lead.
So tension is growing here. We'll take up, came out knowing he needed a big performance in this series. He's gotten 2. Can he get more? Wow, and the volley is missed, and that's not a good miss from Jack.
Yeah, Jack felt like he missed it. And so this is just another timeout, essentially, for the Hustlers.
And I love how quickly we're getting through this. We'll see Howard Hepworth reappear here in seconds. But what a chance here. Okay, out call stands.
Have to review the out call stands. New York loses the video challenge. You have no free challenges remaining. Dallas has 1 free challenge remaining. Resume play with Dallas serving 17-18.
Thank you, Howard. That challenge came from the bench. Jack knew he missed it, so here we go. Can J-Dub get 4? Oh, and Jack goes with a little finesse, and it works. So C.J. Klinger, can you close it? 19-17, couple of southpaws gonna decide it here potentially. And the Augie chants are roaring out of the flash mob.
Here we go. 19-17.
And he misses the return, and we have match point for the Hustlers.
CJ has been in lots of these situations playing challenger MLP.
2017.
And that will do it. Hustling their way to their dreams. New York takes it. They roar in game 2 of the mixed, and they cake the Dream Breaker. They had the lead all the way, and Dallas Flash chose this matchup, and they lose this matchup.
From Dallas, C.J. Klinger polishing off an upset win over Dallas. Could we have a Cinderella story brewing here? The 6-seeded New York Hustlers take over a Dream Breaker win against the Dallas Splash as we welcome you back to the desk alongside Matt Manassi. I'm Michelle McMahon. We're getting cozy. We're waiting for our guests to get here. We requested Jack Sock and C.J. Klinger. We hope they will be arriving soon. But my goodness, Matt Manassi, what did you just see at the end of that Dream Breaker?
A lot of people counted out the Hustlers in this one, including myself.
Yes.
I thought Dallas, being the higher seed, having all the decisions to make on their side, the mixed decisions on their side, but the Hustlers came out unbelievably. Jack Sock going 4-0 in singles against JW early, and CJ Klinger against Augie Ge. Lights out, unbelievable performance. That's why they're coming to the desk, because that's a huge win to start off this playoff.
Yeah, well, Jack Sock midway through that Dream Breaker sweeps JW Johnson to get his team back in position. Let's review some of the highlights. Also, not on my bingo card for this one, Matt Manassi. Did not think that Jack Sock and Lea Jansen were going to get the mixed doubles win over Jorja and JW Johnson. That was the ace. Let's revisit the magic from the playoff matchup here. Men's doubles did not go the way for the New York Hustlers the way they intended. Dallas did get the choice to put men's out first. You were impressed by Augie Ge.
Yeah, 100% Augie Ge, big through the middle. I thought was the steady piece with JW. Women's doubles really could have gone either way. Lea Jansen, Jackie Kawamoto snuck away with this match being down 2 match points, saved 1 obviously on the return, so big time for them.
Then it was game 3. Tyra, Blanc, and Augie Ge were clutch in this one. CJ Klinger and Jackie Kawamoto made a good run for it there, but it was ultimately Augie Ge and Tyra Blanc. Great comeback late in this one too, Matt.
100%. Augie Ge was really the MVP for Dallas all day long. Got them to the Dream Breaker, in my opinion. This was the shocking one. Jack Sock big through the middle. A lot of those inside-out forehands that surprised everybody. Lea Jansen played very steady down the stretch, but to get to a Dream Breaker, and then it was again all CJ Klinger, all Jack Sock coming up clutch in big moments and giving the New York Hustlers that 1-0 start in the series. So impressive from these two and that whole team, the New York Hustlers.
The entire match was on the line in that mixed doubles game number 4, and Jack Sock and Lea Jansen extending the match to a Dream Breaker. And guess who decided to show up? It's Jack Sock joining us on the desk now. Just giving you, hey, you were busy. You were busy. You had a Dream Breaker to take care of.
Signing a lot of autographs on the way here.
Yeah. It was great, and we will talk about that in a second. But first, your 18-year-old counterpart, CJ Klinger, clutch at the end of that Dream Breaker. Bring us into your mindset. I know you love being in these positions. I don't understand the psyche behind it because it's remarkable what's running through your mind at match point with your team's weight on your shoulder.
Yeah, honestly, Jack played so crazy. I mean, that mixed score. I mean, he just dominated, took over. I mean, thanks to him, he carried
First
the team.
time this year, thank you.
That was
Hey, you picked the
extremely
right time
impressive.
to show up.
Good time to do it.
Inside-out forehands. Jack, you went 4-0 in singles against JW in the Dream Breaker that first go-around. That unbelievable backhand shot that spun against you. That was insane. Talk about how you got your best performance in that Dream Breaker.
I mean, I trust myself in the singles out there, so the Dream Breakers for me are exciting. It's always kind of a crapshoot, though. Like, JW's a very tricky player, so we went out the first round, and I went 1-3, and I was like, I got off on the side. He's a very, like, tricky player because he's very nonchalant, and he can hit a winner out of nowhere and kind of miss a ball out of nowhere, so you don't really know what to expect. And so the second round, I wanted to kind of come back and kind of redeem myself, which I feel like I did. And then the third round also kind of made me upset going 1-3 again, especially when we were up. He had some great shots, though, so you can only, tap your paddle. And then CJ came up big for us, and that was it. So it's a team game out there.
Yeah, it is. I want to revisit that mixed doubles performance by you guys. As the 6th seed, you didn't get the choice in mixed doubles. Dallas got to choose. They put out their ace against you and Lea. You guys rocked them. I mean, we haven't seen that scoreline against Jorja and Jorja Johnson very often. How did that happen?
Honestly, I think not having a say in anything almost helped us because we didn't even think whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and we just went out and played. And I think a lot of us on the team, we call it we've all been feeling kind of spicy lately, and we went out there and just kept kind of riding the momentum, and we know we can beat any team, and on our top side, and our low side's obviously on the other end. But I think if we're clicking on all cylinders, I think we're a very dangerous team. So
speaking of spicy, that Dallas crowd was pretty loud against you. Obviously, there are plenty of New York hustlers here, though. That's for sure. How was it to play against a raucous crowd like that? Either of you?
I'd rather silence the crowd than have them behind us.
Yeah.
So that was fun for me. That was fun.
Well,
there they are.
They've come to support you. I did see some chirps in the signs there. Jack, I want to revisit something with you too because it's a long season. You're a seasoned veteran when it comes to professional sports, but this pickleball season's been a grind for a lot of players, especially towards the end here. But how do the playoffs reinvigorate your spirit when it comes to this kind of competition? When it means something, when you're advancing and looking to advance to the championship rounds?
I think the winner go home kind of mentality changes a lot of things. I think throughout the season. Obviously, I was never a part of MLP, obviously, before this year, but it sounds like this year is maybe more of a grind for a lot of players in the MLP, like every weekend playing, and you're just trying to get your ranking up or standings up. So when it comes to winner go home, I feel like everyone's kind of going to step up and have the most energy, have the most motivation. I feel like that's what we're trying to do for sure. We've put ourselves in a position to make a run at it. I think we're a very dangerous team. So I think we're going to, as the last team in the playoffs, we're playing with house money, and we're going to go out there and fire on all cylinders.
Well, it's so fun to watch. Congratulations, you guys, on a first match win. Of course, it's the best 2 out of 3 match series, though, so these guys will be back in action tomorrow against Dallas. That match starting at 1 p.m. local time, and the crowd goes wild for Jack Sock. That's a wrap for us at the desk for now, but we've got one more quarterfinal match coming your way next, and it's a spicy one. A very healthy Christian Elshan and the Texas Ranchers taking on the DC Pickleball